Yesterday, an interesting thing happened. My editor, unfortunately, uploaded the unedited version of the video. And I received a bunch of funny comments, and people were commenting that can't watch Matt stuttering. I do actually have heavy stuttering, unfortunately, from my childhood and due to an accident from the 3 years old, right? And I built my company, my 150 people company, from scratch, mostly as the CEO, mostly being in sales. I had more than 2,000 sales calls. And on each and every of these sales call, I was stuttering. And it did not block me from achieving my goals. Some of the comments I actually would want to check out. Stan, thanks for letting us see behind the curtain to understand how much work you put into these videos. Bro, Stan is funny as fuck. Stan, you forgot to edit the video. Yeah. Ketamine, pretty interesting. I don't know. I think it's some type of drug, right? Stan, you're losing it, my friend. Stan is lagging. I think that today Stan graduated from the Ren Newer School of Broadcasting. Ren rule number 1, say everything at minimum twice. This is quite funny because Ren says things twice, and on my unedited video, I was saying them multiple times. I was actually not able to say the last name of Luke without stuttering, which is quite funny. 3 times is better, except I like it when Stan does not edit and when he stutters, because it makes him human, even though we all know Stan is an AI cyborg sent from the future to make us rich. This is quite funny. This is quite interesting. Ren, on the other hand, is annoying because he's just stretching the time as long as possible. Well, that's just your opinion. Are you stuck in the matrix, my friend? You keep saying everything twice and repeat it like you're explaining something to an infant. Stan, are you okay? I'm worried about you. I'm fine. Thanks for the effort in this video. Sure. Are you sure this is the final cut? First, why are you saying every sentence twice? Can't watch Matt stuttering. Yeah, I do have stuttering. I do unfortunately stutter. Listen for 40 seconds. All the analysts that I'm seeing on the marketplace, they're just telling like 3 years ago we had this fractal, we copy this fractal now, and that's why like this will be happening. What type of bullshit, what type of analysis is that? How can you actually follow this analysis? Show me the crypto analyst, crypto influencer who actually predicted last 3 short-term market moves right. I will buy fucking plane tickets, I will get on the plane, I will fly in, and I will suck him off. I will suck him off right away if he got 3 last short-term market moves correctly. By fucking showing you what happened in 1992 with the chart of oil. And that's why this is something that should be happening with Ethereum, right? It's just so fucking weak in the first place. I sign under each and every word of this guy. And this is not just one type of content creator in the industry. There are a bunch of them. And all are they doing? They're showing some charts of how things were in 2017, 2018, and telling that probably there is a high chance that this will be happening moving forward. And the reason is not them. The issue is not them in the first place. They are just supplying the demand. The reason is the fact that you eat shit, that you want this type of analysis, that you appreciate this type of analysis. There are people doing daily videos like that, getting 30 to 40,000 views, with a guy out there just sharing to them what was happening 20 years ago on the chart of S&P 500. And that's why this thing will be happening to Ethereum currently, right? Giving 8 different options of what will be happening moving forward. And the next day he's coming up with, wow, one of the options actually was right, so I was generally right. Let's move on. Let's move forward. Just so crazy to see. Pretty much market participants just circle jerk to this type of analysis in the first place. I was wrong. At least I'm saying things in one direction. I believe we're going up only. I believe that the current market is just a manipulation, just getting people out of the rocket. I don't feel this bitchy sentiment at all, like things are going down. I am holding my big time loan. I think I'm down like $30,000, $40,000. I don't feel a single emotion about it. I feel just nothing in the first place. Did you think that this would be easy? That they will just launch this rocket into Valhalla and you will just sit in there? Of course not. They are spending resources to pump these assets up. They don't want random players. They want to shake out as much people as they can, especially leverage in the first place. I got liquidated on $90,000 worth of leverage couple weeks ago, or actually last week. I don't remember even at this stage. This is what they do. You have to play, you have to understand these things. And today we will actually figure out what will be happening with the market moving forward. We will actually be doing that using the chart of oil from early 2000s. I will just show you how well the fractals are actually copy each other. We will actually predict the chart of Ethereum based on the chart of oil from early 2000s. Peak crypto analysis, peak crypto investment. Because level of investment in the industry is very, very high. Professionals are sitting there providing professional content to a professional audience, right? But firstly, I want to start with Indian Blast. If you did not check out my yesterday video, go and check it out. It's peak crypto investment. That's how Luke Belmar did $50 million last cycle. That's how you can actually get similar type of returns. This is my Twitter, x.com/StanTheMetaman. Make sure to actually subscribe to this Twitter if you are a holder of Andy, and even if not, I'm sharing a bunch of content on Indian Blast. Here I'm sharing people buying $20,000 in one chunk in last 30 hours. I'm sharing some TA as well. I'm sharing the fact that right now we are trending in the range. We are trending up in the range. I expect us to try to break through this resistance, have a small rejection first, trace back just a little bit, and then go through after it. An interesting thing is that through this movement we almost have no resistance till the previous all-time high, and after that obviously we are in the price discovery, just straight search up. I'm sharing way more information on Indian Blast and what's happening with the token on X. Make sure to go on X and follow me. Some TA as well before you actually getting it in the videos. So let's come back to our question. Let's actually understand what will be happen with Ethereum moving forward. And we have to understand, like, the main question is Ethereum in the first place, because based on Ethereum, our alts should finally start to move. Even my big time long, one of the reasons I longed it in the first place, because it's exposure to gaming narrative, and at the same time it's actually Ethereum beta because they're based on Ethereum in the first place. So here we can actually see the chart of oil from early 2000s till pretty much 2007, 2008, the crisis of 2008, right? We have this crazy fractal, just things surging up from 99s, right? And what I want actually to do, because there are just crazy familiarities with the current situation on Ethereum. So what we have here is the chart of oil. We have this crazy fractal till the crisis of 2008, when it pretty much just was going parabolic. And something I actually see here is the current fractal that we have on Ethereum. Something I actually want to show you right now. The similarities are just crazy. I'm quite sure that this is something that will be happening. Just similarities, they're just crazy in the first place. Can you actually imagine that? Like, we do something like this, right? We track this perfectly, dot to dot. And you know what happened next? If we would actually make this fractal larger, if we would copy this thing from the chart of oil in early 2000s, right, till the top, till this level, we can actually copy this thing and we can actually put this on the chart of Ethereum in the first place. Just look how well it's actually tracking. It's just so crazy to see. It's so crazy to understand. We'd probably see something like this, because here we are already going to Valhalla. Can you see it? It's dot to dot. This actually what awaits us for the Ethereum at this stage. And we can even see the current dip on this chart as well, right here. Can you see it? I'm not saying that we will go as low as $2,600. This would be just a crazy shakeout from the market makers in the first place. I do expect us to actually be around bottom currently, but it's just crazy to see in the first place how the chart of oil from 99s to 2008 till the world's crisis is copying and just following the chart of Ethereum in the first place. I do think that this is something that will probably be happening. It's so crazy. Like, you cannot, it's in the charts. You cannot find this thing anywhere. It probably will work like this, right? Obviously, this is a joke, but I do think that we are going up only. I do think there is just like too much. I do think that the things that are happening are just a giant manipulation in the first place. The main narrative that we have for this cycle is Bitcoin dominance going down. It should be happening. A lot of people are saying that, like, oh, halving happened and nothing is happening, and what about halving, things like that. halving does not matter in the first place. The reason market goes up after halving is because halving is actually timed up with the global liquidity cycle. That is happened once in 4 years. We are at the start of the global liquidity cycle. I would even dare to say that we are before the most explosive move of the global liquidity cycle. We are just at the beginning. We had like first inflows, and many people are saying that retail is poor, they don't have money and things like that. I think in the first place it's all about the lucrativity of opportunity, how lucrative the opportunity in the first place, because you will find money if opportunity is lucrative enough. I can give you some bad examples, like if someone of the family members that you love very, very much, something happens, some type of accident, unfortunately, you will fucking find money, right? And the same thing with the markets as well. If the opportunity is lucrative enough, if that guy hates from his childhood, who thinks that is stupid, is making millions with meme coins, he will join, he will spend some money. And we already saw retail coming back in March and April. There is a reason why cycles repeat every 4 years. The main reason for that is because human psychology in 4 years kind of forgets what was happening. It tries to come back, it tries to try again. This is the reason why these things actually happen once in 4 years, right? And it's quite interesting how it's connected to long years, how it's connected to Olympics. It's not as simple as it seems, right? In the first place, so what do we have speaking of Bitcoin dominance? We can definitely see here that we had a breakout here, and a lot of people thought that we are going down. I was saying that we might be going back to 57% as well. At the same time, I was also saying that we might be going down, and probably I was more bullish. So probably I thought that we are finally going down, because obviously I was saying that we should be seeing new all-time high for the Bitcoin and Ethereum last month. So I was definitely thinking that we would be going down from here. Unfortunately, we did not. We pretty much broke through this range. It even like was not at like a large resistance at this stage, right? People just put the money back into BTC, and currently we are testing this range one more time. But you can also kind of say that yes, we have this range, but what if we are in this range at this stage, right? And you might say that this range is actually broken. And what if we are in this type of range at this stage, right? And what if we have a long way to go for us to actually test it out as a support and then fortunately break out down? But you have to understand one thing, that this thing will be happening. This is just based on human psychology. People are holding their BTC in the market currently, because for them it's still a risk-off environment currently. Environment will become risk-on. There will be new liquidity coming into the market following the liquidity cycle. This will be happening. We are in election year. Ethereum ETF is actually going to be launched on July the 2nd, in 2 weeks from now. No one knows how it will be perceived by the market, but I can tell you one thing. The thing that they will need to have on the charts, they will draw. And they will conduct all of the necessary events, necessary news to draw on the charts the things that they actually want. And I would say that the current shakeout is quite bullish in the first place, because in all of the bull markets, you never had them allow for the general public to actually make money in the first place. General public needs to sell, even if you were holding. General public needs to leave, and general public needs to come back at the highs to buy their backs, to create liquidity for them. There is no reason for them to push the price of any assets, risk-on assets, risk-off assets, if they won't have enough liquidity to actually take profits on the hundreds of millions of dollars and hundreds of billions of dollars as well in crypto market. We do have our thing with Total 3 as well. You might say that we are actually at the global support for this upward movement. And this is the time we actually need to buy, because you see this small wick down. We actually wick down, but we were very, very quick to get back in. And it perfectly follows this situation here right now as well. And what's interesting is that our Total 3, it's not at all-time highs. And BTC is kind of at all-time highs of the previous cycle. Like it's $66,000 currently. All-time highs of the previous cycle was $69,000. If you go to the previous all-time highs, right, it's 80%, 78% movement from the current levels. And we are exactly at the support line. That's why I'm staying long. That's why I'm sitting in my $30,000, $40,000 negative position long on big time. That's why I'm actually like not taking any profits currently. it's just so interesting, like what the current setup actually has. And it's actually quite bullish how the sentiment is changing. Like, I don't know what type of experience you have yourself, like what type of experience people that you follow have. I think if you're seeing anyone who is actually changing his stance once essentially we have this like leverage shakeout, small week down, and like he's bearish and he's emotional, just unfollow this guy. You don't need to follow this guy in the first place. This is just some emotional little bitch, and maybe he will be doing all right when we will be in the straight uptrend of the marketplace. I'm not even phased. I'm unfazed. I don't feel any emotions. I'm so comfortable here. And what actually makes me comfortable is that if most of you will be bullish currently, I would be a bit nervous. I just see this bearish sentiment. I see leverage shakeout. I understand I lost $90,000 myself on longing stuff, and I was not able to lose my big time position because I was actually adding leverage. And I was not able to lose my big time position because I was actually adding margin, which kind of saved me in the first place, right? But this thing is just so bullish. We have 80% upside. We have people actually agreeing on the fact that we are in the bear market for altcoins. People are agreeing on this thing, and they are doing some targets that, oh, we will probably be moving up closer to the end of the year and things like that. Each and every summer during election years was actually bullish for crypto market. Crypto market was going up, BTC was going up, because how hard you actually need to manipulate the market, and this market is very newbie-like market. People don't know shit about investing here, right? How hard you actually need to manipulate this summer during election year so people won't be buying, like general public. It's just so hard to see, because smart money, they will be buying because they would know that VCs are fucking buying. Institutionals are fucking buying in the first place. With the ETFs narratives, man, it's just so crazy. You are at the point where the power of the US economy, the organization that can print money and is printing money, is about to enter heavily. Kind of like channel was opened, right? It's not going anywhere. It's not going. They are very pro-positive crypto currently because it's a matter of election currently at this stage. And I'm the only person in the world who actually predicted to you that essentially Ethereum ETF will get approved. And right now I'm actually checking out the clock. Right now is 14 hours and 14 minutes. I'm constantly seeing these fucking numbers currently, constantly. Several times a day, several times a week for some reason. I don't know why. Let's move on. What do we have on our BTC chart? It's alright. I just don't care at this stage. Like, do you think it's going down? Do you actually think something will be happening with BTC right here? We might go down to this support line, like maybe somewhere here, 61, 62, like as a final shakeout, because the sentiment is still not finally there, right? Ideal scenario for them if they would even liquidate me on my big time loan, because in this case they probably liquidated everyone. At the same time, you have to understand that crazy amounts of money are actually being spent to move the market like this, and in order to be able to do things like that, they need to have a bunch of leverage opened in a different direction for them to actually short-term be able to make money. If it's a part of the larger picture, right? For example, they would want to spend a bit of money currently. They will not be making profits because most people are in shorts. So they will actually give these people the option to make money based on the shorts, right? They will dump the whole market. People will take money on the shorts, but they will not be taking profits. They will get even more convicted that we are going down. And then they will just send the whole thing up, send the rocket up, and they will liquidate these shorts. And this is an interesting thing that just happened recently, because I opened my big time loan. At a certain point, I was like $40,000-$60,000 in profits. I started to open new and new loans, right? So they pushed the market a little bit higher to make more people more convinced in the fact that we are going up, right? And then they liquidated me. And then they took $90,000 of my money and millions of money of other people in the market as well. So overall, I'm bullish. I do think that something that's happening currently is just long leverage flash out before we will finally sort of jump. It's always happening like this. They cannot allow themselves to actually like take these people on the rocket, especially with leverage. They will just be taking too much money and it will be too expensive for them to pump the chart up. I do expect we are actually entering wave 3 of the cycle with Ethereum surging up, and Ethereum surging up means altcoins finally waking up as well. Solana is nice, but it was just degeneracy focused on the ecosystem, and I would say that not a lot of people actually predicted this in the first place, because not a lot of people predicted the meme season. It was just the combination of factors. I would say it was actually quite fucking hard to predict in the first place. However, founders of Solana were saying that they were focusing on making sure that on-chain trading is actually convenient. The same thing is founder of Blast is actually saying. This is my view at this stage, up only. I do believe we have a small percentage of downside left. Just add margin to your loans. If your liquidation points are like 20-30% lower, I don't think that you will get liquidated. I'm holding my big time loan, and my liquidation I think is 12.7 at this stage. If it will go lower, I'll probably just add more margin. And yeah, I do believe that good things actually await us. I believe in us. I believe in the comeback. I believe in end of division and silver age. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will be seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.